Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Azharis bin Kamal Azalan. You can call me Azril. I'm from course HM111 Tourism Management. And today I want to tell you about what I can understand from chapter 2.2 for subject HTT 170 Professional Etiquette and Customer Service. Okay, I'm starting with dressing to make impression. Dressing can make impression to your customer, client or guest, and you should wear a proper suit to attract attention or a good impression from your guests. Then make sure your suit are solid color and blouse are a safe bet in almost every setting, and don't mix street or pattern from, like, for example, the pattern is kotak-kotak and the straight line. Okay, and next, you should not wear anything that can be identified with educational, social, political or religious organization. For example, piercing. And don't wear sunglasses inside the building to make you look elegant. Moreover, you should wear a clean shoes and never sneakers, and you should remove any facial or shave your misai or jambang to make you look very nice to people. And one more thing, be freshly bathed and wear clean, wrinkle-free clothes. And next step, you should stand and sit up straight. Walk with pride and purpose in all that you do. Okay, next is introducing yourself. Make sure do not interrupt other conversation, which means your customer or client or guest talk with someone, and do not interrupt them. To introduce yourself, make sure she is with a steady condition or not in busy situation. Okay, for the first step, approach the person, extend your hand, smile, and introduce yourself. Like you say your name and where you from, like that, and help them to remember if you have met them before. Tips to introduce yourself is check your posture and don't forget to smile, and make eye contact with your customer, and speak clearly with confidence. Keep it short and sweet within 30 seconds, and you should shake their hand before you introduce yourself to make them, and make sure you shake their hand within 2 or 3 seconds only to avoid them feel uncomfortable. And next is general guideline or introducing others. First step is mention the most important person, like higher authority, rank or age. Name first, like their name is Datuk, you can call it Datuk Azman, like that. for example. And if their name have Datin, you should call her Datin. And make sure include brief comment about each person being introduced, like his issues masa or achievement in their life. Okay. And the next is tips to remember people's name. Okay, you should know about the people's name are important to him because it is her personality or him personality. And for the first step, repeat the person name a few times to yourself after you are introduced. And next step is use the person name immediately in the conversation after an introducing. For the third, immediately introduce that new person to someone else you know, and write down the person name if you have a pad and pencil or pen, and listen carefully because their name is important. You should spell their name carefully with the accent of their name, and admit your mistake and trying to ask his or her name again and spell it right. Okay, thank you. After the introduction, continue addressing the person as Mr. or Miss unless you are given a permission to use his or her first name in a formal or official business situation. And at dinners, your host meet and greet you and also introduce you to others in networking situation. Introduce yourself and don't forget to use your first and last name when introducing yourself. Reintroducing are helpful. Someone is always struggling to remember a name. If someone enter your office or work area and introduce himself as David Summers, welcome Mr. Summers. Always work formality, show respect to others people. Then for the next is using name tag. Name tag should be placed on your right shoulder like that here, and print your first and last name, making them big and bold. If the setting calls print your organization, print yours and your organization. Next step is using name tag. Name tag should be placed on your right shoulder right here, and print your first and last name, making them big and bold to make sure people surrounding see your name. And if the setting calls print yours and your organization name, refer to the name tag and use the person name to make an introduction. And next is business card. Business card is important to you to make people know about your business, and the design of card is make it simple with a standard 3x2 cardstock, and include all business and important information. Don't get it cute and show professionalism. Next is exchange business card with your client. Make sure your card is handy, neat and clean card, and give the person your business card. When you are hand business card, read it thoroughly and to indicate your interest in the person and express your gratitude. And the next and the last is responding to an introduction. When you are introduced, use the name person whenever necessary, but do not overdo it. This will help you to remember the person name better, and be sure to smile and make eye contact, and you should treat people with respect and speak clearly to them. And the next is small topic you can talk with them, which is weather, sport, hobby, current issue, media, travel, and something like that. And you make sure you avoid this topic on your conversation, which is politics, religion, deep, finance, relationship, age, personal gossip. I'm sorry, this is the last of this topic. This chapter is interviewing basic. On the first step, you should do your homework on the company. You should search about the company and the background of the company. Practice your question or an answer, and dress the part, arrive early, and make a lasting first impression on the interviewer, and keep it simple and stay focused. Play it cool. Give specific, concise answer, and end the interviewing with a good note such as thank you and so on. And next is surviving the job interview. So searching before a job interview, writing a pro sheet, cover letters or resume, making the most of phone call, and knowing what to wear, and what not to wear. Practicing for the interview, painting a rosy pictures on the big day. Thank you notes. That's all from me. Thank you.